Welcome everyone. Happy Saturday. I almost said good morning, but it is afternoon if you're with us in Nova Scotia. I'm going to read I guess I should introduce myself first. So my name is Mary. I work for CFB Halifax at the Dockyard Gym, and today we will be doing yoga. So I'm going to read our disclaimer first, that way it's out of the way. In response to COVID-19, PSP is offering virtual fitness to Canadian Armed Forces members. By using social media platforms, the virtual fitness classes tailored to Canadian Armed Forces personnel become accessible to all. Participants who are not Canadian Armed Forces members recognize and acknowledge that their health, age, status, and physical fitness levels are unknown, and it is entirely up to each individual to assess their ability to participate in the class. Since it is preferable to consult your physician before beginning any exercise program, we invite all participants who are not Canadian Armed Forces members to consult the Get Active Questionnaire of the Canadian Society of Exercise Physiology and its reference document. If you experience any pain or difficulty during the exercise presented in this video, it is recommended that you stop and consult a healthcare provider. If CAF members sustain an injury during this video, please remember to fill out a CF98, and the questionnaire is in the post. So, once again, if you're just joining, my name is Mary. We'll be doing yoga today. This practice will be a little mix of everything, shouldn't be too intense. We are going to focus on some front body openers, back body strength, opening the heart chakra, so chest and shoulders. And then we're going to finish with a lot of IT stretches. So for anyone that's been running like myself, that should feel really good in your body. So a couple other quick reminders. Please play your own music if that's something that you're interested in. I will not be, just so you can hear my voice better. And the two hashtags we would love for you to use in the comments or posts is hashtag CAF PSP Fitness and hashtag CPPS PFAC. That always feels like a tongue twister. So for this practice, you won't need any equipment. However, we are going to do a little test really quickly. So if standing from a standing position, you can easily grab one foot. It can be your foot. It doesn't have to be your ankle. Then you should be good. However, if that's a struggle, any type of strap or even like a resistance band that you have would be good to have nearby, just so you're not reaching and pulling your knee out to the side. All right? So we're going to go ahead and get started on our stomach today, if that's comfortable for you. So on your belly, I'm just going to stay up so I can read you your quote, but you're going to be on your belly. Hands could be a pillow for your forehead. Elbows out to the side if that's comfortable, or you could have your cheek turned to one side if that's comfortable, but we probably won't be evening that out, so just be aware of that. So go ahead and get on your bellies. Start to take a couple deep breaths, just getting grounded on the floor, on your mat, becoming aware of your body here. So as always, I like to start yoga with a quote, but if you're not into that, just keep focusing on your breathing. Peace is accepting today, releasing yesterday, and giving up the need to control tomorrow. Lori Desheen. Obviously here in Nova Scotia, we've had not only the COVID outbreak, but a couple other crises recently. And I understand that we're all affected very differently from those. So right now on your bellies, on your mat, if there's anything that's surfacing, any emotions, could be fear, anger, frustrations, I want you to just take a second and acknowledge them. Just become aware of whatever all these recent events might have brought up. Feel it. Then take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, see if you can just commit for this 1 hour to leaving those, and you can pick them up again at the end of the practice. Take one more deep breath here. Start to feel your back body swell up towards the ceiling. So you're breathing into the space between your shoulder blades. That's where we're lengthening here. On the exhale, see if you can melt into the mat a little deeper. Keep breathing like this, starting to become more and more heavy on your mat. Become aware of all of your points of contact with the floor, all the way up from the tops of your feet, knees, thighs, belly, heart, forearms, and forehead. Take another deep inhale through the nose. See if you can lengthen the breath for a count of 3. Exhale, let all those fears and worries go. This time on the inhale, I want you to think of just one thing in this very moment you can be grateful for. It can be as simple as not getting deodorant on your black shirt, that the sun is shining, or that your family is safe and well. Take a deep inhale. Think of that thought you're grateful for. Feel that feeling come into your heart chakra. Exhale, softening even deeper on the mat, starting to find peace in this moment. From here, bending through the knees, feet facing the ceiling, forehead can still be down. We're just going to do some windshield wipers on our stomach. So take an inhale and center. On the exhale, allow your knees to fall to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, allow them to fall to the left. Keep flowing with your own rhythm here. Getting a nice little quad massage, as well as recalibrating that low back or spine. Keep flowing with your breath for one more each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, over. Inhale, center. Exhale, side. Then inhale, center. Exhale, top of the feet, find the mat. Beautiful. So we're just going to start with our back body strengthening. Coming into a cobra, baby cobra. Most of us know this one. So our hands frame our chest, elbows in, feet still flip, tops of the feet pressing down. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, pressing into the tops of the feet, squeeze the glutes as hard as you can. Squeeze the elbows, driving them towards your hips. Crown of the head reaches away. Beautiful. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, do that again. One more like that. Inhale to lower. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Beautiful. Inhale down. You can windshield wipe that away if you'd like. Option to stay with just baby cobra if that's what your back body needs for right now. Otherwise, coming into a locust, just a little bit more strength. So this time, option to zip the feet together, or you can have them apart. We're going to be lifting the legs and the arms, and if it's okay in your body, arms shoot straight back, fingertips face the feet, crown of the head still reaches away, looking down at the mat. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lifting legs and upper body as you squeeze your entire back body. Excellent. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Squeezing the shoulder blades at the top as well. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and stay. Option to stay here, or if it's in your practice, you could clasp the hands behind your back, straightening the arms to open the chest. Just one more deep breath here. Inhale, see if you can lift a little higher. Exhale, can you squeeze a little harder? Then on the inhale, slowly lower down. Find that windshield wiping position again. Windshield wipe that away. Excellent work. All right, coming into our bow. So this is where you might want to strap if you can't grab your foot. If your knee goes way out to the side when you try, then I also encourage you to use something. You could grab the back of your pants here as well. So we're going to take your right arm back. So the left arm is going to be parallel to the front of my mat, coming up on the elbow. Right knee is bent. We're inhaling as we reach back with our right arm to grab our right ankle. Beautiful. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, kicking into the right hand. See if you can squeeze the glutes so hard that thigh lifts up off the mat. Here for 2 more breaths like that. Take an inhale. Exhale, kick a little harder. Feel the opening through the right chest and shoulder. Last breath like that. Inhale first. Exhale, kick it back. Then inhale, lower down. Just a little low back release. We're going to bring right knee to right elbow. If you can see, lying in bed pose or Spider-Man up the wall pose. Just releasing your low back from the tension we've created. Take one more breath here. On the inhale, sliding that right leg back down. Same thing on the other side. So I'm just going to face you so you still have visual action. I'm just going to flip. You don't have to flip them. So now it's your left hand that's going to be reaching. We're on the right elbow. Left leg bends. Take an inhale as you reach back with that arm. Exhale, kicking left foot into left hand. See if you can lift the quad up off the mat. Do that again. Inhale first. Exhale, could you kick a little harder? One more breath here. I feel it too. Inhale first. Exhale, deepest kick yet, opening that chest and shoulder. Then inhale, lower down. This time, left knee comes to left elbow, looking at that elbow. Lying in bed pose, Spider-Man up the wall. Let the low back release. Excellent work. So option now, we're going to go into full bow, meaning grabbing both feet at once. But if when you try to reach back, your knees pop out to the side, I encourage you to just do one again. We are going to do it twice, so you will be able to even yourself out. So pick your version. If it doesn't work, you can always change it. Take an inhale as you reach back with one or both arms. Exhale, kicking into our hands. See if you can get those quads up off the mat. 2 more breaths here like that. Inhale for length. Exhale, kick, opening the chest and shoulders. Last big inhale. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, lower down. Option to windshield wipe or bring that knee up to the elbow. Yogi's choice. One breath here. Then last side, if you did single, or one more time grabbing both feet, you choose. Inhale as you reach back. Exhale, kick into the hands. 2 more breaths here. Inhale for length. Exhale, squeeze the glutes. Use your legs as you kick. Last big inhale. Biggest kick yet. Open that heart chakra. Inhale, lower all the way down. Maybe bringing left knee to elbow, lying in bed. Looking at the knee if you've done so. Take one breath there. Then when you're ready, pushing back to our first child's pose of the day. So knees can be as wide as you need. Reaching the arms forward. Head might touch the mat, it might not, that's okay. With each exhale, see if you can melt the chest a little closer to the mat. Option to stay in center or walking hands over to one side, leaning away from the hands. Just one full breath here, getting a little length in the side body. On the inhale, walking hands through center over to the other side, leaning away from the hands again. Great work, everyone. Inhale back to center. Exhale, sliding back onto your belly. Again, when I turn, it's just so you can get a better visual. So we're going to tent on the fingertips, coming onto our bellies now. Hands should be in line with the shoulders. I stole this from Brianna, if you're wondering. Take an inhale as you lengthen. On the exhale, dropping right shoulder to the floor, looking to the left. So you're going to feel an opening in that front deltoid on the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, dropping left shoulder as you look to the right. Flow with this on your own breath. Inhale, center. Exhale, dropping shoulder down. Feel the opening in the front shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale, other side. 2 more like that with your own rhythm. Feeling free to pause at the bottom a little longer if that's what your shoulders need. 1 more each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, over. Beautiful. Inhaling center, exhale, push back to child's. Great work. So like I mentioned, we're going to continue opening that heart chakra or the shoulders. So on the next inhale, when you're ready, sliding forward so hips are stacked over knees, walking the hands forward. We're going to come into melting heart or puppy pose. So this can be intense, so I encourage you to go not so deep, see how it feels, and then go deeper if that's in your practice today. So take an inhale here. On the exhale, keeping those hips stacked, we're just going to melt our heart down towards the mat. Your head can hang, or maybe your forehead comes to the floor. Option to stay static if this is feeling good. Or on the inhales, you could drop the belly down like cow pose, lifting the tailbone. On the exhales, you could tuck the tailbone, rounding the low back like cat pose. Flow with this a couple times or stay static, you choose. Notice how that movement in the low back feels. Inhale, maybe dropping belly. Exhale, pull belly button to spine. 2 more breaths wherever you are. One more here. Stay for the exhale. Carefully plan your escape. Maybe bending through right arm first, coming to the elbow, using that to push, then pushing back to child's pose. In this child's pose, if your arms felt a lot, you could bring them back behind you here. You could maybe bend the arms coming to prayer behind the head, or just have your arms straight up. Take one more breath in your child's pose. Exhale it first. On the inhale, fingertips reach forward as you slide forward on your bellies to a sphinx. Beautiful. So we're on the elbows, shoulders stacked over elbows. If this is too much compression for your low back, just walk your hands away from you a little. Otherwise, the tops of the feet are going to be down if that feels okay in the ankles. Take a deep breath here, feeling length in the belly. On the exhale, see if you can push into the elbows, just lifting up so you're not sinking into the shoulder blades. From here, we're going to be coming into a plank with our feet flipped. But if this doesn't feel good, you can just tuck the toes under as normal. Arms can be here, pinkies down, or you can have the forearms down on the floor, whatever feels better in your shoulders, but make sure your elbows are nice and tucked in. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, pressing into the tops of the feet, see if you can come to a forearm plank here. Again, flip the feet if you need to, but otherwise, notice how this feels, firing up the quads and the core in a different way. Take one more inhale here. Stay for your exhale. Then flipping the toes. Slowly walk the toes in as you press the hips up to the sky, bending as much as you need to through the knees, coming to dolphin. So with dolphin, it's like downward facing dog. We're melting our heart down, continuing to open the heart chakra. On the exhale, see if you can melt your heart down a little closer to the mat here for one more inhale. And exhale. With control on the inhale, tiptoeing the feet back. Option to rest in either child or just on your belly in sphinx, or coming to forearm plank, toes flipped. Take one more breath here. Exhale, dropping to the knees, unflipping feet, let that go. Again, you can come down if your back needs a break and windshield wipe, or you can stay in sphinx. We're going to do that again just one more time. So if it felt okay, keeping the feet flipped, shoulders stacked, elbows are not flaring out, take an inhale here. On the exhale, using your core, press up into plank on the tops of the feet. Here for one more inhale. And exhale. Tucking the toes under, coming to regular forearm plank for one full breath here. Take an inhale. Squeeze the glutes on the exhale. Then carefully tiptoeing, bending through the knees if you need to. Finding that dolphin pose once again. 3 breaths here. So with each exhale, see if you can press the hips a little higher, melting the chest closer to the mat. Last big inhale. And exhale. With control, tiptoe the feet back. 1 breath in forearm plank. Exhale, drop to the knees. Feel free to windshield wipe, bringing the head down. Give your quads a little massage. Great work. Different stuff today. Let me know in the comments how you like it. All right, from here, we're going to just get a little bit of side body work. So coming back up into regular forearm plank on our inhale. Good, staying for the exhale. Then just simply enough coming onto the left elbow, coming onto the sides of the left feet, option to drop that knee or keep feet up. Feet can be stacked or staggered, side plank. Option to stay here, maybe lifting the top leg. That's not in my practice today. Take an inhale. Exhale, can you lift the hips any higher? With control on the inhale, coming through center. Exhale over to the other side. Make sure shoulder is stacked over elbow. Again, you can always drop to the bottom knee. Take 1 more breath here. Exhale, lift those hips up to the ceiling 1 millimeter more. Inhale with control back to center. Could drop to the knees, or if it feels okay, walking the feet back in for another dolphin. Can take child's pose at any time too if that's what you need. Notice the warmer we get, how you can open that heart chakra just a little bit better. When you're ready, 1 more round of that, tiptoeing the feet back. Break if you need to, otherwise 1 breath in center, forearm plank. With control, coming onto the left elbow. Bottom knee down, feet stacked or staggered, top leg maybe lifts. 1 breath here. Squeeze the glutes, lift the hips on the exhale. With control, coming right through center, keep that core tight. Coming onto the right elbow, facing left. Almost there, you've got this, yogis. 1 more inhale. Exhale, squeeze the glutes as hard as you have yet today. Coming back to center, option to drop to the knees, coming to child's or puppy, or walking the feet back in. Final dolphin. If you're in dolphin and it's feeling good, you could sway your hips side to side. I like that one. Then when you're ready, dropping to the knees, everyone meeting in child's pose. Notice how you're feeling now compared to the start of class. When you're ready, just inhaling up to being kneeling. All right, 1 last heart chakra opener, then we'll get into your ITs. So if kneeling doesn't feel good, you can always flip your mat so it's doubled over, put a towel under. You all know what to do. From here, we're going to keep our toes under. We're not doing toe stand, don't worry. See how that feels, okay? If not, you can have them flipped. From here, I'm actually going to stay sideways. Just like we did in bow on our tummies, we're going to inhale the right arm back. Exhale, bringing that fist to the small of your low back. Good. Rounding that shoulder back and down. Feel an opening in the chest. Doing the same on the left. Inhale back, pinky leads. Exhale, bringing your fist to your sacrum. On the inhale here, squeezing the glutes, lift through the collarbones. On the exhale, squeezing elbows together, squeeze the glutes, open through the chest. One more breath like that. Inhale, squeeze the elbows. Exhale, could you squeeze the glutes and bend back just a little? Then carefully tuck the chin, engage the core as you come forwards. Unflipping the feet, find child's pose. Great work, everyone. We are going to do that one more time. That's called camel, by the way. So that was modified camel. In the full version, we actually reach back onto our heels. Some people can even do them without them flipped. So it's up to you if that's in your practice or not. If not, hands can stay here. This is just as good at opening in the chest and shoulders. Otherwise, feet flipped around or you choose. Inhale that right arm back. Exhale, squeezing the glutes. Make sure to protect the low back. Maybe you bring that hand to heel. Do that again on the other side. Pinky leads. Squeezing the glutes here. 3 breaths. Chin can stay tucked, or if it feels okay in the neck, you can open through the throat chakra as well. On the inhales, lift through the collarbones. On the exhale, squeeze the glutes, open through the shoulders. Another inhale here. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together just a little bit more. Last big inhale. And exhale. If you've leaned your neck back, carefully tuck, then slowly let go. Engage the core as you come forward. Exhale, child. Now would be a good time for water if you haven't had any yet, but we'll meet in child's pose when you're ready. Excellent, excellent work today. All right. For on child's pose, flipping the toes, pressing our hips up to our first downward facing dog of the day. Check in with your body here. Pedal out the feet if that feels good. Bending through one knee as you straighten the other, dropping the heel. Maybe swaying the hips like in dolphin. Notice how it's feeling now to do a down dog after all that chest and shoulder opening. Even out the sides if you're pedaling or walking the dog, as Tammy says. Then from here, when you're ready, take an inhale as you lift the right leg up, bending through the knee, opening hips to the right side of the room for three-legged dog. Looking under that right armpit, one breath here. On the exhale, turning to square the hips to the mat, pull knee to chest as you step to a lunge, but different step today. We're going to heel toe that right foot over as far as you can to the left side of the mat. So it should feel kind of wonky, like your legs are doing this. That's the point. Good. So from there, try to keep the knee stacked over the ankle. Notice how this feels in the side of that right hip. Take a breath here. Tenting on the fingertips if you need to reach. As we exhale, we're going to push our hips back in a sort of pyramid pose. But notice how my back foot is this way, my front foot is this way. We're going to flow here 2 more times. Inhale, creep forward into this funky lunge. Exhale, press the hips back. One more breath like that. Exhale, press back. Inhale, come forward. On the exhale, we're simply springing off the back foot, bringing that back foot behind our front foot. So left behind right, coming into a twisted leg forward fold. So our legs are crossed. Option to stay active here by, I'm just turning so you can see, tenting on the fingertips again on the inhale, lengthening through the crown of the head. On the exhale, folding a little deeper. 2 more breaths here. Exhaling to fold. Last inhale. Exhale, just melting into this. Feel the difference compared to a normal fold. Then when you're ready, Shifting the weight into the right foot, take the left foot to come to a regular forward fold. So your feet are now normal. From here, we're bending as much as we need to on that left leg. Take an inhale. On the exhale, twisting, trying to face our shoulders to that right side of the room. So left knee is bent, right leg is straight. Option to have the hand inside of the shin or all the way to the floor if that's in your practice. 2 more breaths like here. On the inhales, we lengthen and twist. On the exhales, imagine your spine ringing out. Feel the length in the side of that straight leg. 1 more inhale here. Exhale, trying to stack shoulders as best as we can. Gaze looks up. Inhale back to center. Exhale, even out the knees as you come to a regular fold. From there, inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step both feet back, full plank or kneeling. You choose as you inhale. Exhale, chaturanga all the way or hover. Inhale, baby cobra or full up dog. Exhale, flip the toes, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Now you know where we're going. So again, I just turn so you can see. On your next inhale, lifting through that left leg, opening left hips to the left side of the room. Gaze looks under the armpit. For 1 more inhale. On the exhale, squaring hips to the mat. Use your core to pull that knee up into lunge. Then heel toeing that foot over to the opposite side of the mat. You could also heel toe the back foot over a little to feel it more. From there, now you know where we're going. Take an inhale as you bend the front knee, feeling that stretch in the side of the front leg. Exhale, pressing the hips back into our funky pyramid. 2 more breaths like that. Inhale, crawl forward. Exhale, push back. Last inhale. 1 more. Exhale to push back. Remember, you can tent on the fingers if it's a reach for you. Then inhaling to come back forward. On the exhale, springing off our back foot. Bring it behind. Twist and fold, second set. So we're here. Again, passive or active, you choose. If you're with me on the inhales, lengthen through the crown of the head. On the exhales, fold a little deeper. 2 more breaths like that with your own rhythm. Again, noticing how this feels in the body compared to regular forward folds. Last inhale. And exhale. Bending so soft through both knees. Transfer your weight into that right foot as you bring them to be even once again. This time bending through the right knee as much as you need to. Left leg stays straight. Take an inhale. On the exhale, twisting to that left side of the room. Shoulders stack as best as you can today. So deep bend in the right knee. Straight leg on the left side, feeling a stretch in our IT bands, that lateral line. Again, hand can be inside the shin or down. Take 1 more big inhale. Exhale, twist as deep as you can here. Really feel the stretch. Inhale back to center, evening out the knees as you exhale into regular forward fold. Hands to shins, inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to high plank or kneeling. You choose as you inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last couple breaths in down dog. You can pedal out the feet once again, or sway the hips, or neither. When you're ready, coming forward to table. All right, so, I lied. We're doing 1 more thing really quick. Inhale, back up to downward facing dog. Press the hips back on the exhale. Then bending through both knees, look forward as you hop, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Okay, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to your fold. Sinking hips, reverse swan dive all the way up. Beautiful. This is where you might need your strap again if you did before. Otherwise, grounding through all 5 toes on the left leg. On the inhale, we're going to reach our right arm back, bending through right knee, grabbing our foot once again. Option to grab inside of the foot, that's preferable if you can. But if that doesn't work, you can grab the outside too. Just make sure your knee's pointing straight down. In whatever version you've chosen, inhale for length on the opposite side. Exhale, kicking into the hand like we did on our bellies, opening through the chest and shoulders, squeezing back butt cheek for dancer's pose. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, lengthen. Can you kick that foot a little higher? On the exhale, maybe you start to teeter forward, maybe not, up to you. 1 more big breath here. Inhale first. Exhale, kicking your foot into your hand. Fire up the glutes. Feel that shoulder open. Then with control, inhale back to center. Exhale, mountain. Shake out the legs. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Hands to shins. Inhale, flat. Exhale to fold. Sinking hips, reverse swan dive all the way up. Now you know where we're going. On the exhale, left arm reaches back, grounding through all 5 toes on the right foot, bending through left knee, grabbing outside or inside, you choose. Take an inhale when you're ready. Exhale, kicking left foot into left hand, open the chest and shoulders, use your glutes. Inhale, lengthening through right arm. Exhale, kick a little further. Last breath here. Exhale, maybe teetering forward, whatever's in your practice today. With control, try your best. Inhale, center. Exhale, mountain. All right, now you're done. Inhale, the arms up. Done that. Exhale to your fold. Hands to shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank or straight to down dog. You choose. Inhale if you're with me. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then dropping to the knees in table like I had cued you before. Okay, 2 quick stretchies for the hips since we're now super warm. In table, probably see better this way. We're going to take, lots of crossing today. We're going to take your right knee over to the left side of the mat and bring your left knee behind your right knee. Okay? So you're here. Then, as best as you can, try to fan your feet out to either side of the mat. Slowly, carefully in your body, sit back on your bum. So we're in shoelace. If this is not working, you're just going to simply straighten that bottom leg out, keeping the top leg over. If this is working, you'll notice it stretches the IT band in a very unique way. I love this one. So wherever you are here, if it's really intense, option to just stay up. Or if you're with me, inhale up for length. Exhale to fold. Just 4 more breaths here wherever you are. Maybe folding a little more on the exhales if you are. Trying to keep that right hip grounded. Starting to lengthen the breath again. Take 1 more inhale for a count of 3 or 4 if you can. Exhale, melting deeper into this pose. Then slowly coming up if you're folded, 1 vertebrae at a time. Hands come behind as you lean back, unwinding. Just windshield wipe that away. Great work, everyone. Same thing on the other side, but I find getting in from table allows us to set up a little better. So let's do that again. This time you know where we're going, that always helps. So left knee goes over to the right side of the mat. Pick up that right knee, bring it behind, fan the feet out if you can like a mermaid tail. Then slowly with control, sit back. Make sure that that left hip stays grounded. If not, you're just straightening the bottom leg. Again, option to stay up. Sometimes you get more if you're in full shoelace from staying up, so do what your body needs. Otherwise, we could inhale for length here. Exhaling to fold. Again, here for just 4 more breaths, so use them wisely. See if you can soften somewhere with each exhale. Notice if there's unnecessary tension you're holding, like I was just clenching my butt. And on your next exhale, see if you can let that go too. Last 2 breaths on this side. Slowly with control, coming up, unwinding, leaning back on the hands, just gently bringing the hips side to side. Now would be a good time for 1 more sip of water if you need it, because we are going to be down on our backs for the rest of the practice. Really quickly here, you could grab the knees, rocking side to side. Give that low back a massage. It's done a lot of work today. Then we're just going to get 1 more quick hip stretch in. So taking the right leg over the left above the knee, that left leg can stay on the floor like so, pressing the right knee away. Or if it's in our practice, we could reach through, grabbing the back of the thigh or top of the shin. And if it is in your practice, we're going to come into a twist with this. So allowing the sole of this top leg to fall beside you on your left. Coming into a twist, try to ground through the right shoulder. On your exhale, see if you can push this knee away from your face. Just 2 breaths here. Big exhale, melting into it. Gently unwinding from the twist, uncross your legs. Same thing on the other side. So left over right above the knee, flexing the foot to protect left knee. Maybe you stay with this. Maybe this is all your body needs. Otherwise, option to grab back of that right thigh or top of the right shin, lengthening the tailbone back down to the floor. Then again, option to stay right here, or to complete that sequence, bottom of the left foot comes beside you on the right, keeping grounded through the left shoulder, gaze looks away from the knees for 2 full breaths. Slowly, gently unwinding. Maybe hugging the knees in 1 last time, then lengthening out to any comfortable position. I'm just taking regular Shavasana today. If your low back is sensitive, you could bend the knees, feet flat on the floor, knocking the knees in to tent the legs. You could have butterfly legs if you want to get a stretch in the inner thigh. Anything that feels good to you at this point. Starting to just allow our breathing to return to its normal rhythm. We're no longer forcing any sort of set pattern. I encourage you to soften your gaze here if you're comfortable doing so, or close your eyes completely is even better. See if you can allow your jaw to relax. Just let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth, maybe separating the lips a little. Maybe walking shoulders away from the ears if they're still up there. Do 1 final scan of your body for any bit of tension you're still holding on to that's no longer serving you. And on your next exhale, see if you can let that go too. Peace is accepting today, releasing yesterday, and giving up the need to control tomorrow. Lori Basheen. It's hard sometimes to keep our hearts open when thing after thing keeps happening that's far out of our control and scary or anger causing. Now that your heart chakra is physically open and you found a little peace in your day, I really hope you can take that with you in the rest of the weekend. As always, you're at home, so if you want to stay in Shavasana, you can for as long as you'd like, but I will guide us out. Starting to bring movement back to the body, wiggling fingers and toes, maybe rocking head from side to side. Maybe circling wrists and or ankles in one or both directions. And then when you're ready, bending through the knees, feet flat on the floor. Falling to your favorite side in fetal position. Bottom arm's a pillow, top arm's a kickstand. Take one final breath here, resisting the urge to rush up into the rest of your day. Then slowly with control, pressing into the top arm. Come up to any comfortable seat. We'll just take one last breath together to seal our practice. Inhaling the arms up overhead. Exhale the arms through heart center, bringing the hands in prayer. Then bringing thumbs to your forehead or third eye. Take a mini bow. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. I hope you're feeling a little better physically, emotionally, and spiritually. As always, please leave comments below. I hope you can get out and enjoy some sunshine today. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and we'll see you at your next workout.